Your campus, your community, your life. This is Bloomington Normal's one and only live newscast, TV 10 News.
Students who walk around the town like they own it might be getting more penalties. Good afternoon, I'm Amanda Piggott.
And I'm Neela Shanley. ISU police have been warning students that they will be cracking down on pedestrian and traffic laws.
And fines can reach up to $1,000 towards those who break the law.
TV 10's Alexis McAdams joins us live to tell us more. Alexis.
As busy college students, we all know that time is money, but is cutting the corners to class to save a few seconds worth a $1,000 fine? Illinois State University police are reminding pedestrians to obey traffic signals, use designated crosswalks, and avoid walking or running into the path of oncoming vehicles. Violations of pedestrian laws can result in citations requiring a court appearance, fines up to $1,000, and student disciplinary action. The police began cracking down on pedestrian safety over the past 2 weeks.
We put out a press release last Friday, and then we're handing out flyers the last couple days. And today we really just started the enforcement side of things. But again, we want to make sure students are abiding by the same laws that everybody else has to.
Outside of public intoxication and theft, jaywalking and pedestrian safety represent the two largest issues reported at ISU. The campus PD wants students to know that they are here to help.
It seems inevitably every year we get at least one student that's hit by a car, whether on bicycle or on foot, and the consequences of that could be their own lives. So there's a reason we do this. We want to deter students to make sure that they're doing the safe things. It's just one more thing that we do for their safety.
So why do Redbirds continue to disobey the law and jaywalk across campus? Well, it seems to have become part of their second nature.
I guess I just don't even think about it. To get to class, I don't feel like waiting to go to a crosswalk.
I usually jaywalk a lot just to get to class and go across campus every day, so it's a usual thing for me.
Many students are angry about getting hit with these hefty fines and think the crime alerts on campus are more important.
I think the police here have a lot more to worry about than jaywalking if you read the crime alerts. So.
And do you think it's worth? That's what I was gonna. I knew you were gonna say something like that. But then, do you think cutting out the corner really quick is worth the fine, or do you just think you're not gonna do it anymore?
I think I'm still gonna do it. I think everyone does it, so to give out ridiculous fines like that, I think is a little bit ridiculous.
Sounds good. Thank you for doing that, and then have fun giving out free stuff.
I'm
holding the yellow pamphlets that the ISU police hand out to students to warn them about the dangers of jaywalking. Hopefully you see a yellow pamphlet like this before you see a hefty $1,000 fine. Reporting for TV 10 News, I'm Alexis McAdams. Back to you at the desk.
Thanks, Alexis. Bus drivers in the area are frustrated by drivers not following the rules of the road. The Panagraph reports that many of the bus drivers in the Unit 5 school district say they see a lot of people ignoring the stop arm on the side of the bus. Buses have a working video camera attached to the stop arm, although they don't always catch when someone ignores it. Violators usually get a warning letter. Normal police say they usually get 2 or 3 reports of stop arm violations each week.
And another problem with school buses may cause a big change for Unit 5 schools.
The buses can't get where they need to go fast enough. That's the problem.
TV 10's Joe Wiegand has more on the possible solution. He joins us live now in the newsroom. Joe?
Thanks, guys. Well, Unit 5 leaders are expected to vote on a proposal that would push back the start time for all elementary schools by 15 minutes, starting at 8:45 in the morning. Of all levels to various schools in the entire Unit 5 area, but with all the traffic, sometimes it doesn't run so smoothly. With buses being late so often, the district chose to add more time into the equation.
The time that we're talking about changing is an additional 15 minutes to make sure that we don't have late buses.
With an expected decision coming soon from the school board, bus drivers could soon have the extra time they need. But an extra few minutes doesn't always guarantee that things will run on time.
We'll see if it works out to be an extra 15 minutes. Depends on how the other routes flow, whether or not we have new schools in the district. There's a lot of variables that go into that.
The areas that are causing trouble are the more outlying schools like Cedar Ridge, Pepper Ridge, and Benjamin. Tonight's Unit 5 school board meeting is at 7 o'clock at the board headquarters on Hovey. I'm Joe Wiegand reporting. Now back to you.
And a little more news from local schools. 3 local teachers have won the annual Education Grants Program for Innovation in the Classroom. The winners are third grade teacher Anna Hanneran from Hayworth Elementary, Family and Consumer Sciences teacher Barb Bush from Normal Community West High School, and Science Department Chair Chris Embry from Olympia High School. The awards come from Corn Belt Electric. They give each winner $1,000.
And Normal Police tells us they have not made any arrests regarding beating near ISU campus Saturday night. 23-year-old Eric Unger was walking home at 2:30 a.m. and says he was attacked by 6 black men. He couldn't give any more details about what they looked like. The Normal Police Department is still investigating. Unger was told multiple times, news sources, that he was attacked because he was gay.
A Miss America winner might be asking for your vote. She's a potential candidate for the 13th Congressional District. Erica Harold won Miss America in 2003. She then graduated from Harvard Law School and now works for a Chicago law firm. She is a native of Urbana, and that's in the 13th District, where GOP county chairmen are looking for someone to replace Congressman Tim Johnson, who won the recent primary but now plans to retire. Harold says she plans to make a decision soon.
The first photo of the Illinois Republican who had a stroke in January has been released. Senator Mark Kirk is looking more alert as he talks with members of his staff. The 52-year-old Kirk has been recovering at the Rehabilitation Institute of Chicago. His stroke required emergency surgery and the temporary removal of part of his skull to allow swelling. The director of the Institute's Center for Stroke Rehabilitation gave an update yesterday. Kirk was walking with a total of 10 miles since he arrived in February.
The city of Bloomington is firing back at a lawsuit that claims officials unfairly denied a license application. Julie Crow of Bloomington wanted to start a business driving people home from downtown after bar closing time. Crow filed her lawsuit in February in McLean County Courts. The city denied her vehicle for hire application last year after she sought permission to use a 15-passenger van. The lawsuit claims the city violated her due process rights. The city filed its response last week, asking for the suit to be dismissed.
A Bloomington man is the winner of this year's St. Jude Dream Home giveaway. Vernon Dunn says he has been donating to St. Jude for years. The house he has won is in Dunlap. It's a 4-bedroom with 2.5 baths and 3-car garage. It's valued at $330,000. A record amount was raised this year, about $900,000 for St. Jude's Children's Hospital research.
Back in Normal, a local ice cream shop is creating a new and interesting addition to its building.
It might be a sweet sight to see, but you can't eat it. TV10's London Connolly has the story.
Uptown Normal's EMAC and Bolio's is renovating its 6-year-old building, adding a new patio that includes a stage and a stainless steel sculpture.
Looks really good so far. I'm really excited to see how it all turns out.
Herb Eaton is the mastermind behind it all, and he says most would be surprised to know where the pieces of the sculpture came from.
I get all my stainless steel from the scrapyard because I like all the different shapes and stuff out there, and it just makes it more fun project.
The idea came from Eaton's music background as a trombone player, which is the object that holds the 2 parts of the sculpture together. Eaton calls the sculpture the gift of music.
What if somebody gave you a gift box? You know, it's Christmas here, and inside there's all these musicians, and they sort of explode, these instruments. Well, that's basically the idea. It's a gift box of music.
Yes, could I get a butter pecan ice cream cone? Sure. Thank you. The newly built sculpture is a good way to bring in new business. Thank you. Reporting for TV10, I'm London Connolly.
The final project will be finished by this weekend, just in time for EMAC and Bolio's Fest on Saturday afternoon.
We've got some more music coming up in today's newscast. We'll hear a sweet send-off for a local educator.
And up next, Chris Hyland says we will have severe weather coming our way.
Also, a teenager in China falls 20 feet after a sidewalk fails.
And stay tuned to see how 6 babies are doing. Everything's bigger in Texas, right? Even when this women's delivery story.
TV 10 News at noon and 5. Your home to high school prep sports.
What does STW stand for?
Something tastes weird.
Somebody took my water.
Smelly Taco Wineries.
No, Save Tiny Whales.